Pacific One News, the news web leader, your exposure to the world.
Union Minister R K Ranjan Singh's house vandalized by mob in Manipur. Bajrang Dal activists lathi charged amid protests in Indore, government orders probe. Sakshi Malik claims there is huge pressure on minors' family after charge sheet filed against Brijbhushan Singh. Former Tamil Nadu top cop Rajesh Das convicted in sexual harassment case. Hi, this is Khushi Chauhan and you're watching Pacific One News, the news web leader, your exposure to the world. Mob set Union Minister R K Ranjan Singh's residence at fire in Manipur's Imphal, even as an unspecified number of people were injured when armed men attacked a village in Kuki-dominated district. The arson attack amid protracted ethnic violence in Manipur came days after a mob stormed Singh's residence on May 23 before security personnel managed to disperse the attackers by firing in the air. Some vehicles parked outside the house were also damaged, but no one was injured in the arson attack. Firefighters and security forces rushed to the scene and doused the flames and dispersed the mob of around 50 people. Singh, who is in New Delhi with his family, did not respond to phone calls for comments. No one was at their residence when it was attacked. The attack on Singh's house was the latest in a series of attacks on the residences of politicians. Police lathi charged a group of Bajrang Dal activists and arrested 11 of them in Indore city of Madhya Pradesh when they held a sit-in protest over registration of false cases against the outfit's member for complaining against those involved in illegal drug trade. The Bajrang Dal workers were staging a sit-in protest at Palasia Square, a busy junction in the city, which led to a traffic jam. The police said the Bharatiya Janata Party, which is ruling the state, alleged that some Bajrang Dal members suffered injuries in the police lathi charge. While the party-led state government said it has taken cognizance of the protest as well as the police action and ordered an inquiry into the entire episode. A group of Bajrang Dal activists suddenly gathered at the busy intersection without any permission and staged a sit-in protest leading to traffic jams on all four roads, Deputy Commissioner of Police Dharmendra Singh Bhadoria said. Olympic medalist wrestler Sakshi Malik, who has been a part of the ongoing protest with other grapplers against the outgoing Wrestling Federation of India chief Brijbhushan Singh, said that there is a huge pressure on the minor athlete's family after the Delhi police filed a charge sheet against the WFI chief. Brijbhushan Singh has been named in the charge sheet submitted by police yesterday. In the minor's case, it is clear that there is a lot of pressure on the family. We will decide on the further course of action after our remaining demands are met by the government, Sakshi Malik said. Earlier, India's ace wrestler Sakshi Malik said that grappler's lawyer has filed an application to get the charge sheet, then accordingly, the step will be decided. A local court in Tamil Nadu convicted and sentenced a suspended IPS officer in connection with a sexual harassment case. The Villupuram court sentenced former Additional Director General of Police Rajesh Das to 3 years imprisonment for sexually harassing a fellow officer. The court also slapped a fine of 10,000 rupees on him. Das was charged with sexually harassing a junior woman police official based on her complaint filed in early 2021. In her complaint, the women IPS officer had alleged that Das, his superior officer, made sexual advances when they were traveling on duty for the security of the then Chief Minister. Attempts were also made by fellow officers to dissuade the women from filing a complaint against Das, but she went ahead with it. Taking serious note of her complaint, the previous AIADMK government had suspended Das and constituted a 6-member committee to probe the allegations against him. Union Minister Gajendra Singh Shekhawat has challenged Rajasthan Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot to an open debate on the allegations levelled by the latter against him on the Sanjeevani Credit Cooperative Society scam matter. Gehlot has repeatedly accused Shekhawat, who is an MP from Jodhpur, of being involved in the scam in which a large number of investors were duped of crores of rupees. Shekhawat has dismissed allegations linking him to the Credit Society and has also filed a defamation case in a Delhi court against Gehlot. I challenge him and his lawyers to stand on any platform in India and argue in front of me, he told reporters in Jaisalmer when asked about the allegations levelled by Gehlot. Shekhawat said the chief minister leveled the allegations against him because of the defeat of his son Vaibhav Gehlot in the 2019 Lok Sabha elections. Now it's time for a short break. We'll be back soon.
Pacific One News, the news web leader, your exposure to the world. Peaks in science and tech.
Third stay separated.
Are they keeping the global warming in check? From foreign policies to international disputes, we keep an eye on India's rise to superpower. We bring you news as is. No opinions, no agenda, no masala. Keep calm and access top stories right in your palm. We bring you news that you can
ये
use.
हालात को देखते हुए देश में ये लॉकडाउन 21 दिन का होगा.
Cruising through the alleys, towns and metros. Every moment of importance. From geopolitical moves to hyper-local news. We bring you what's happening in India. New outlook, new thoughts, news with the views. Pacific One News, the news web leader, your exposure to the world.
So we are back after a break. Now moving ahead. Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao has said that there is no role for religious gurus in politics and said that such religious leaders should limit themselves to mutts instead of infiltrating into politics and giving their opinions on the Uniform Civil Code. The BRS chief also accused the central government of involving religious figures in politics. The Telangana Chief Minister and Chief of the Bharat Rashtra Samiti said this at a press conference after inaugurating his party's office in Nagpur. He also held a meeting of the party as part of the efforts to expand in the Vidarbha region of Maharashtra. The remarks by Telangana Chief Minister, also known as KCR, came in the wake of the Law Commission solicited views and suggestions on the Uniform Civil Code from the public and recognized religious organizations. The Congress hits out at Prime Minister Narendra Modi over the centre's decision to rename Nehru Memorial Museum and Library, slamming the centre's senior leader and Congress spokesperson Jairam Ramesh in a tweet slammed the centre and said that Nehru Memorial Museum and Library has been a global intellectual landmark and treasure house of books and archives. In a tweet, Jairam Ramesh wrote, "Pettiness vengeance. Thy name is Modi. For over 59 years, Nehru Memorial Museum Library has been a global intellectual landmark and treasure house of books archives. It will henceforth be called Prime Minister's Museum Society. What won't Mr. Modi do to distort, disparage and destroy the name, legacy of the architect of the Indian nation state? A small man overburdened by his insecurities is the self-styled Vishwaguru." Adipurush is out in theatres, and while the first reactions to the Om Rod film have been quite mixed so far, with many criticizing the film's visual effects while others praising the film, one particular incident in Hyderabad turned violent. In a video being shared on social media platforms, it can be seen that one audience member is talking to the press gathered outside Prasad IMAX. When he expressed his opinions on the film, the crowd around him started beating him up. The audience member said they kept all the monsters from the PlayStation games in this ones. As soon as he expressed his thoughts, the crowd around him jumped on him and he ultimately had to be rescued. Sunny Leone is all set to return to Bigg Boss. The Kennedy actor will grace Bigg Boss OTT Season 2, which will be hosted by Salman Khan. Commenting on her appearance, Sunny shared, "Coming on Bigg Boss OTT will be like a homecoming for me. There are so many memories that come rushing back as this was one of the turning points in my career. I have been closely following the show and I'm all charged up to take it to the level. So wait and watch everyone, this season will be even more sunny." According to sources, Sunny Leone will not participate in Bigg Boss OTT 2 but will be a guest. She will share the stage with Salman Khan and interact with the participants. Actor Taapsee Pannu will be seen in Rajkumar Hirani's Donkey with Shah Rukh Khan as she completes a decade in the film industry. The actor recently opened up about the existence of camps in Bollywood and how she prepared herself for the unfair games that she knew she'd have to face in the film industry. Taapsee shared her views on how the actors end up getting work based on the circle they are a part of. In an interview, she said, Bollywood camps isn't something that people don't know about. It's been there since forever. It can be based on an actor's friend circle, a certain agency or a group that they are a part of, and people's loyalties differ based on that. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more updates.
Pacific One News, the news web leader. Your exposure to the world.